Good morning. It is July 5th, the day after July 4th. Whether y'all celebrate Independence Day or not, that's on y'all. We just celebrated my son's birthday. His birthday was July 1st, but we had a party for him yesterday, so happy birthday to my son Dylan. I haven't did this in a long time, y'all. Throughout this whole quarantine, I have not been doing any podcasting. I've been doing battles with my homie, DJ Damn D-Real, doing the music stuff, but I haven't been doing any podcasting. So I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. It's been a long time, but don't piss me off, podcast is still here. So you know the slogan, podcasting under 20 minutes. And this particular subject that I want to talk about, I've actually spoke on this numerous of times on Facebook throughout the years. I had a homie that made a status about it the other day. Shout out to my boy B Lean. So it prompted me to kind of dive back into this particular topic. And what I want to talk about is the silver spoon babies. So if you don't know what the silver spoon babies or the silver spoon or who the silver spoon kids are, I'm simply talking about the kids that are out here pretending to be gangbangers, pretending to be hard, basically out here doing shit that they have no business doing at all. You have their parents that work hard to give them a life that they deserve, and they want to go backwards. I don't understand it. Whether you have both parents in your life or even one parent, you can still be a silver spoon kid, and there's nothing wrong with being a silver spoon kid. So let me start off by saying, if you are a silver spoon kid, you are fortunate, you are lucky, because you are in a place that the majority of the people are trying to be, or trying to get. Whether they show it or not, everybody wants to find the things in life. There's nothing wrong with the struggle. So let me go and clarify that, because I come from the struggle. There's nothing wrong with the struggle. Sometimes that's just how life is. You have to struggle. You have to go through things in order to appreciate the better things. But what I'm saying is, for these kids, these children that's out here that already have these things handed to them because their parents are working hard for them to have these things, why do you want to go backwards? Why are you staying in a 2-3 story home, but you want to claim that you from the ghetto? It's kind of like Nunu on ATL. Like, what's the reason? She was a silver spoon kid. You know what I'm saying? Why do you want to be a thug? Why do you want to be a gangbanger? What's in it for you? You don't have to live that way. Are you trying to get some accolades with your peers? Like, why do you pretend to be hard when you don't have to be? Let me tell you something. I'm from Port Arthur, Texas, from the deep west side. Nothing glamorous about it. It's got shotgun homes, projects. We have some homes that are nicer than others, but it's still a hood. It's still a ghetto. I grew up in that shit. But I ain't no gangbanger. I've never been a gangbanger. I've never been a street nigga. I've always been myself. I've always been Mike, crack jokes, play basketball, do music. And that's what gained my respect in my hood for me. I've never had to be a nigga that I knew I wasn't. You know what I'm saying? For a lot of y'all that have these things that's handed to them, you are fortunate to have these great things. It's kind of like you're doing your parents a disservice by saying you a gangbanger, you a blood, you a crip. Man, you ain't no blood or no crip, bro. You ain't none of that, because you don't know the work that they had to put in to do that. A lot of people that gangbanger, they'll tell you firsthand a lot of things they had to do in life they not proud of. They're ashamed of, but they had to do it because their back was against the wall and they had no other choice. They ain't not doing that shit. They not doing that shit for fun. So by you just claiming that you a blood or a crip or you hard, knowing that you not, knowing you won't bust a grape, knowing if a nigga pull a tool in front of you right now and you gonna freeze up. You're doing all this shit in vain to people that really put their life on the line for this shit. People that really went to jail for this shit. People that died for this shit. They got people that's dead behind this shit, and you wanna run around and flaunt it like it's a fashion because you listening to these rappers, man. Let me tell you something. 90% of these rappers are not gangbangers. 90% of these rappers, it's just like a movie, man. They writing a script, and you listening to this shit. And I'm not blaming the rappers, but I'm just saying how it go. You listening to this shit and you thinking, okay, just because my favorite rapper said it's cool to be a blood, I'm gonna be a blood. Man, you have no idea what real bloods go through or have to go through in their lifetime. Real Crips have to go through or what they went through in their lifetime. If you don't have to, if you don't have to be in that position, don't be in that position. Be who you are. It is okay to be a silver spoon baby. It is okay. You know, go to school, get your grades, man. You know, when you grow older, have kids, show them the ropes. And let me say this. If you come from the ghetto, if you came from these things that I named as far as the hood and use a blood, a crip, gangster or whatever, and you have kids now, you should not want your kids to go through the things that you went through. You should want them to be silver spoon babies. You should work hard and try to give them the things that you didn't have. There's nothing wrong with doing it for your child. Why would you want your child to go the route that if you went to jail, why would you want your child to go to jail? You've been through that. You know what it's like. Okay? You shouldn't want that for your children. I just, you know, that's been on my mind for a long time because I just don't understand why a lot of these dudes, man, they claim these hoods. They not from these hoods, but they claiming them because they homeboy probably from the hood. And, you know, yeah, that's your partner, but just because that's your partner and he from that hood, man, to me, that's still false claiming on your end, bro. You not from that hood. Real niggas in the hood know who from the hood, know who been in the hood, know who put in work in the hood, know who hung in the hood. You know what I'm saying? You ain't did none of the above, but you out here claiming that when shit get real, shit go down, shit hit the fan, you ain't gonna be nowhere to be found, or some shit happen to where everybody getting indicted. You know what I'm talking about? You gonna be the first nigga running your mouth, bro. Cause you ain't built for this shit. I'm not knocking nobody. I'm just saying if you don't have to be in them positions, don't be. Be yourself. You will get a lot more respect for being yourself. You know what I'm saying? Than just being somebody, being somebody that you not, bro. That fake shit is just not what it really is, bro. That fake shit fade away, and it fade away fast. You know what I'm saying? I see it all the time. Even though I'm 34 years old, and I see niggas I went to school with my age, they still on that shit, bro. We grown, man. You know, niggas know when we was coming up who was who did what. You know, some of you, man, look, I don't even want to go there, man, but some of y'all be tripping. We too old for this shit, bro. You know, I'm not telling you, I'm not knocking you. Do what you want, but I'm just saying, like, this shit is just, it's a bad look, man. It's a bad look. Like I said, you're doing a disservice or discredit to your parents that's out here working hard or that have worked hard to put you in a position to where you can strive, and you want to go backwards, talking about you want to go hang in the hood. What the fuck you going, what are you going to do in the hood? What you going to hang in the hood for? You ain't finna serve nobody. You know what I'm saying? You don't know the first thing about serving nobody. And like I say, when shit hit the fan, you going to be the first nigga running, bro. You know, like, I hope nobody's offended by what I'm saying. I'm not talking about nobody in particular. I'm just speaking in general because y'all know it happens. Y'all know what happens, man. You know, just at the end of the day, you got to be yourself. That's just the main thing. Please be yourself. You don't have to pretend to be nobody else to make anybody else happy. Just do you. If they can't accept you for who you are, then you don't need them in your circle, point blank, period. You're supposed to be, your circle is supposed to be people that are like-minded like you. And it's okay to have different people in your circle. It's okay to have different people in your circle, but know your role. You understand me? If you want to have a gangster nigga in your circle, that's cool. You may need that gangster nigga in your circle with some shit pop off with some other people. You know what I'm saying? But you ain't the gangster, so don't pretend to be the gangster. Be who you are. If you just a regular nigga, be the regular nigga, bro. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that.